How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Today we are going to be looking at some Nobushi. I guarantee I'm going to be missing some of this. I got her to Rep 2 in Season 1 and I haven't played her since, so if I miss anything, let me know. I have gone over a couple things, but I just, I want you to know hidden tech and stuff like that I might not know. So, fresh out the gate, doing your guard breaks and stuff like that. The most damage. Okay, her top heavy used to do more damage. It does not anymore. Alright, good. So ignore that I was going to put that as a fact. It no longer does more damage. Alright. So, light attacks, when you land one, the next two will cause bleed. While in bleed, she does increase damage. See, now she'll do 39. She has dodging to each side light attacks, which can be delayed within reason. That was not within reason. That was just a light attack. There is within reason. She also has a dodging heavy attack, which will land on the opposite side in which you go. These can kind of be strung together in a wide array of what the hell type of thing. Surprisingly works reasonably well on opponents. And as I said, once they're bleeding, you can kind of just, go for it. Her zone attack does cause a bleed with the last hit, but is super parryable. So if you go for the zone, make sure to only go with one, and then, kind of stick away from it from there on out. So the main thing with Nobushi is to try to stay safe and be careful. She does good damage, so take that, into consideration, especially once she has the opponent bleeding, which can be, on occasion, hard for her to do. But, got to give her some credit where credit is due. So, if you press backwards light attack, you'll also get this, which is a long-reaching poke attack, and you can dodge out of it at any point. So, as soon as you go for it, you can dodge. The most often time you're going to end up seeing the move used that way is if someone's going for that, trying to do a setup essentially. Her side heavies sometimes can be difficult to parry if you're not expecting it to come out, so keep that in mind. Upon getting a guard break, if you press X, you're guaranteed a light attack that will also cause bleed, thus giving you the high damage. Her second heavy does 42 damage. I'm not sure how often you'll be able to get the second heavy attack, but it does do 42 damage. Viper's Retreat, we've already talked about Viper's Retreat. Also, after any light or heavy attack, you can go for a kick, which will give you your light attack, which is probably the easiest way to get it. Now, here's the fun part. If opponent's near a wall, you get a heavy attack. Okay? Now, I've had this happen to me in past videos, where if you get stuck between a statue, or you get stuck in between two objects, essentially, she can do this into the heavy attack, into a kick, into a heavy attack, into a kick, into a heavy attack, into a kick, into a heavy attack. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it, because if you can't dodge through the statue, you're always going to eat that kick. So if you're playing Nobushi and your opponent's dumb enough to get between a statue, kick them and then infinite them. It's a very, very, very easy kill. So, go for it. Next up, we have the Hidden Stance. Hidden Stance, as we can see here, basic attack startups can be cancelled into Hidden Stance. Hidden Stance can be followed by attacks, kick, or dodge. So, Hidden Stance here is very, very good. So if an opponent attacks, you can Hidden Stance out of the attack. Also, when in Hidden Stance, you can go for your standard light attack. You can go for a heavy attack. You can also go for a kick if you wish. that would probably also be a very easy way to go about getting your bleed. And at any point, you can just let go. You have to hold back to be able to access Hidden Stance. If you let go of down back on the right stick, you know, she'll just come right out of it. But don't forget, you can do light attacks and stuff like that out of this. It's not just the heavy attack or the kick. You have other options. The way this is most efficient is used as a counter move. Otherwise, you can use it as an intimidation factor. So I'll display this here. When he throws his attack, you're able to dodge it even if you're point blank. Though it's not guaranteed, the kick 9 times out of 10 you'll be able to get. And that is one of Nobushi's strongest tools right there, is being able to, on any attack, hidden stance it. As far as I know, there's not a single attack that she cannot hidden stance away from. The hidden stance is very, very powerful. See, right here you go. The startup has a dodge property. I don't know if she can get hit by the undodgeable moves. I would assume she can. So be very cautious when using it, just in case. That is an option. And that is basically all there is to Nobushi. She's a very strong character, especially when she's dealt bleed damage to you. Her hidden stance is very, very strong and very viable against many opponents. The one thing I thought was the most crazy, I wish I had the character for it. If she times it perfectly, she can actually, and I've had this happen to me, is she can hidden stance Warden's shield bash. If I've had it happen, I don't know if they've gotten rid of that or whatnot, but I went for a shield bash and she just did that and then poked me like, what? And then the next time, you know, she kicked me in the face when I tried it. It wasn't pleasant. We'll just put it that way. And then these attacks, if you input it quickly, you can go into them over and over and over again. So you could, in theory, input these as fast as you want. You don't have to wait for the recovery. Her movement's very good. So that is Nobushi, and that is how you want to play with her. Nobushi's extremely, extremely deadly when playing with other characters that can deal bleed in 4v4s. And the reason I say that is if you have a shaman on your team that's dealing bleed damage and you're dealing bleed damage, shaman has the ability to pounce attack and you have extra damage. So it's a lose-lose for whoever you're fighting against in a gank. Peacekeeper also can deal bleed damage, thus giving you the ability to do more damage. There are other characters that can, but it makes Nobushi very, very viable in 4v4s. It's a little bit more difficult to use her in these situations, but nothing too difficult. Like, I don't think she's too crazy. Her side heavy here is very, very quick. It's a different speed than her average heavy attack. I'm not sure exactly what the frames are. As you can see, though, it takes a sec, whereas this one is slightly faster. And that is everything, everybody. That is everything you need to know about the Spear Girl. She's got good reach. She's got good damage. And her hidden stance is by far one of her best moves. By far. And that's it. I hope all of you enjoyed, and I hope this helps out somebody. If you all already knew this, I apologize, but you know, that's kind of all my tutorials right now. and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.